just my piece of advice is maybe just
black leather glove, no sequin. Buckles on the jacket.
Hello ladies and gents, overnight Drake dropped an absolute banger, Tootsie Slide. I hope you guys have been listening to that. It is wonderful. As you can see, and as you can see by the last video, slowly losing my mind, but we're all good. We're happy, we're healthy. Today is 2 days after that deadline evening. So this, ladies and gents, is what? At 3 AM, 3:30. Deadline evening looks like. I mean, look at the state of this. I'll quickly show you my space. This is my desk. Stuff everywhere. Drawings everywhere. Come over here. Stuff everywhere. I'm losing the will to live. I need some sleep. I've literally just uploaded my work for my interim review. Take this off. I've literally just uploaded my work for my interim review. And so now I'm just gonna go to sleep, not set an alarm, and just sleep for as long as humanly possible. Just to throw that one in there. Yesterday I literally did this all day, a bit of this, a bit more of that, and now I'm here. Today is a Friday. It feels weird, I'm just completely losing track of days completely. Everything is just merging into one at the moment. Weekends feel like Mondays, weekends feel like Wednesdays, Mondays feel like Sundays, honestly, all over the gaff. Don't know what's going on. But today I've been working on my CV. So now that we're waiting for our feedback from our deadline, I thought I'd just spend some time, rather than just sitting around and doing nothing like what I did yesterday. I thought I'd spend some time doing some more productive things, ticking things off the list. So today I've sorted my CV, which is looking kind of fresh, I'm not gonna lie. I'll briefly show you it. I'll give you a quick insight. So this is how we're currently looking. Pretty simple, to be honest. Just got my kind of logo, my name, etc., all the information. I think the key is that the whole graphics and the style follows my stuff that I've got in my portfolio. So I've whacked a little play sign in the corner there with the framing. I've got my YouTube stuff on there. Text and everything follows the same kind of theme. And I think it's really important that when you do submit portfolios and you do submit CVs, essentially you are creating your brand, you are creating your style, and I think that should reflect through everything that you do. So it's no good handing in a CV that would look completely different to what your portfolio may look like. And you just basically want everything to link between the two to tell the story of your project, of where you want to go, etc. And basically just give the company a reason to hire you. These are Becca's glasses. Look like a bit of a muppet. But yeah, I'm just chilling today, to be honest. I'm trying to film some stuff. But yeah. And we are back. So this morning I got my feedback from my review / deadline on Thursday. Positive feedback, really good, really happy with the feedback. I obviously know which direction I need to go in. We've got 5 weeks left, so I kind of knew what was missing, but I kind of just put together everything that I had at this point. But what I'm going to do today, just because I can't bring myself to spend the day on a 3D model, I cannot bring myself to sit on Rhino all day. So what I'm going to do is revisit the draft portfolio that I submitted. I'm basically going to go through their feedback and just adjust some stuff earlier on in the portfolio. That way I can keep working away at my work without actually kind of just sitting around and doing nothing, because I think that is the key. It's just to slowly chip away at the work. If you're kind of putting something off, maybe just put that off a little bit more. You know what? Oh god, I don't know what I'm even talking about now. Basically, if you don't want to do a Rhino model or a 3D model, use your time wisely by doing other stuff. And that is basically what I'm doing with my portfolio. Hello. Got a little moustache going on here. What are your thoughts? Okay, so if you're watching me speak right now, right this second in this video, you'd understand that this has not been the best vlog. And if I'm honest, nothing has happened with my life in the past few days, apart from working, watching a lot of Marvel films, sitting around, eating a lot, drinking a couple beers. So I thought to make some use out of this video, so it's not going to go to waste. I thought I'd just answer some questions that you guys have been asking me on my Instagram, which I literally asked about 10 minutes ago, and I've already got about 10 questions, which is unbelievable. So thank you as always for dropping in your questions. I'm going to pick a couple good ones and just finish up this really shitty vlog with some decent questions. Okay, let's go. What is the best and worst memory you've had of architecture school so far? To be honest, I haven't had really bad memories as such. I've had a couple moments where I may have broken down with stress, might have had a couple breakdowns, but all around I think throughout the year there is more positives than negatives, and my best experience is probably sometimes when you've worked really hard at a portfolio and you go in and hand that work in, you pin it up on the wall, you see kind of months and months of work finally being put up onto the wall, and then you just walk away from that portfolio, walk away from that board and just leave for the tutors and everything to examine it, and that's that project done. I think that is probably the best part of studying architecture, is the fact that you put in so much work and effort into something, and then just like that, it's over, it's done. And you get your grade, hopefully you've done okay, and then everyone's happy and it's all sound. So that's probably the best thing about studying architecture, is the fact that you can put in so much effort into a project and you get your reward. You get your reward of looking at the work up on the wall, and then yeah, leaving that, and it's kind of on to the next chapter. So I don't really have any bad experiences studying architecture, to be honest. I think I've had a good couple of years. Let's budge you back a bit. What is your favourite project you've done for uni? If I'm honest, it's a project that I'm working on now. I absolutely love it. I think it is me. Like, I think that's really important, doing projects where it's your interest, if you know what I mean. How do I explain this? Basically, my piece of advice is that if you want to really enjoy projects at university, try and tailor them towards the things you like and the things that you're interested in, and that way you are going to really give your all and you're going to really enjoy the projects that you do throughout uni. So this one is obviously all about film editing techniques, film theory and all that kind of stuff I'm really interested in. And so I've just really enjoyed doing this project and my previous project, which was the sequence. And it's all kind of just come together this year really well. I've kind of used a lot of my skills and my interests and kind of brought it all together to really enjoy this project. So that is my massive piece of advice, is definitely tailor things towards your interests, just so you can you have the motivation to keep working hard at them projects. And I think that's really important. Advice for first year architecture students. So probably my biggest piece of advice looking back is try not to stress too much. Even though you are diving into a course and it can be very overwhelming, you can feel like it's so much work. By the time you get to third year, you look back and you kind of wish that you enjoyed what I do anyway. I look back and I wish I kind of enjoyed first year a little bit more, rather than stressing so much about the work and the workload and getting everything perfect. I think first year is really important, just to build on as many skills as possible, learn as many things as possible, and try not to restrict yourself too much by stressing, etc. So my piece of advice is just to kind of enjoy it, embrace it, try not to stress too much, because at the end of the day, first year isn't that important in the grand scheme of things. When you get your degree, you'll look back and you won't think first year was that important at all. So just make sure you really enjoy it and try not to stress too much. It's easier said than done. You're obviously going to stress, but just my piece of advice is maybe just try and chill throughout first year and kind of set yourself up for second and third year. The hardest part about studying architecture, the workload and the countless opportunities for exploration. That's probably the two things. And the final question that I'm going to answer, just to wrap up this vlog, is going to be any tips around anxiety, workflow and the current situation. So I guess obviously it's a very difficult, strange, unprecedented time. Everyone being in lockdown and quarantine, not being able to go out, see the family. Obviously some people's families might not be very well, you might not be very well. Obviously there's so many things going on in which can affect your workflow. And I think for me, It's the importance of maintaining some kind of routine, maintaining some relationship with your usual working environment, and doing that by having breaks, breaking up the workload throughout the day, making sure that even if you don't have a garden, just stand by your window, get some fresh air, just look out, walk to the shop if you can. I think fresh air and exercise is really, really important to manage your anxiety with work and everything, because it's really, really important to break up the day, because say if you've been working all day, then you sit down and you carry on looking at a screen, doing other things, then sometimes it can get a little bit too much looking at screens and not really going out, getting some fresh air. So I think the most important thing is having some form of exercise, where there's a relief and you can kind of have moments where you don't think about work and you can kind of get away from the working environment, and I think that's really important. For me anyway, I think exercise is really important. I literally went on an hour and a half, 2 hour walk this morning, because it was a nice day, just to get out and just to kickstart the day in a good way, in a positive way. I think that's good to kind of set up your day by just going outside or whatever. So yeah, thank you as always for watching the video, guys. Make sure you smash the thumbs up button if you've enjoyed it. Make sure to subscribe as always, and I will see you next time.